Our research on marriage is based, in part, on a 48-year-long collaboration with John's best friend, Robert W. Levinson, who is now a psychology professor at the University of California, Berkeley. Bob and John met at Indiana University, taught abnormal psychology together using feature films, supervised group therapy of clinical grad students, and laughed a lot. They rapidly became good friends. They did a trial collaboration that turned out to be easy and conflict-free, so they decided it'd be fun and easy to work together. John had already been doing research on couples for a few years before Bob joined him. When Bob and John began doing their research on divorce prediction in 1975, there were nearly 2,000 published studies on divorce, only 6 of which were longitudinal prospective studies, based mostly on self-report measurements of personality. These 6 studies did very poorly at prediction. The correlations were all around 0.25. The correlation coefficient measures the amount of association between two variables, and it ranges from -1 to +1. Its maximum, 1.0, means perfect directional predictability from one variable to another variable. To find out how strongly two variables are related, a common method is to determine the percent of the variation that is accounted for by the correlation. To get that percent of the variation number, we square the correlation and then multiply by 100. A correlation of 0.25 means that these researchers could account for very little variance in their predictions because a correlation of 0.25 means that we square 0.25, which equals 0.0625, then multiply by 100. So we compute 0.0625 times 100%, which equals 6.25% of the variation that gets explained. A pretty poor prediction for anything calling itself a science. That's because the remaining unexplained variation is 100% minus 6.25%, or 93.75%. So we are saying that close to 94% is error. That's just plain embarrassing.